All right, it's time now for Great Day Food. Yes, we're doing a classic chicken dish this week. We all need some new chicken dishes for the rotations, and Chef Plum is showing us how to make chicken marsala.
Classic.
It sounds so fancy, but again, you're making this for the home chef, for all of us busy moms out there.
Absolutely.
You know how my family works. So I could do this on no big deal.
You can bang this out in no time. It's super, super simple. And it's one of my favorite dishes.
I can do it. Everybody can do it.
That's true. Well, I mean, your cooking skills have gotten better over the years.
Yes, of course, from watching people like you, but I still like to keep it simple. Yeah.
I'm still a little afraid when you grab a knife.
Yeah, I know. The knife skills could use some work. Yeah.
Okay. So, chicken marsala, classic dish. Make this for your family. You'll be a superstar. They'll be like, how did you become such a great chef? Well, this is an easy dish to make. Okay. So, I've got a little flour here in a pan, on a plate.
Okay.
But what I like to do is I like to add a little pinch of Parmesan cheese to it. Okay. A little pinch of Parmesan cheese. You can take that fork and just mix that up a little bit.
So far, you might have this in your pantry right now. A little all-purpose flour and Parmesan cheese.
That's it. Okay. And then while Kara's mixing that up, I'm going to add a little olive oil to the pan to get nice and hot.
Okay. Nice.
There we go. Not much. Teaspoon. That's probably half a tablespoon or so.
Okay.
So what we want to do now is we want to dredge that chicken in that flour. Just dredge them and kind of keep them on the side there if you want. You can use the fork, you can use your hands, however you want to do it. Okay. I love how you just get in there, Kara. That's 2 pieces. There you go.
Oh, okay. I was like, why is it stuck
So while
together?
that's happening, I'm going to add a little shallot to this pan, which is just onion. You don't have to add this if you don't want to. It's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Kind of adds that little extra flavor. I think anything delicious in the kitchen
You just want it lightly coated.
That's it. Nice light coating on there, right? And then I'm going to add some of these button mushrooms I've quartered up, okay? I just quartered these guys up and put them in there. The thing to remember when you're cutting mushrooms, don't wash them. Okay, because they absorb moisture. When they absorb moisture, it makes it harder for them to cook.
Okay.
Okay. Take a paper towel, just kind of wipe them off if you can.
Okay.
You know, and I always like to cut the ends of the stem off because I think they're a little brown and kind of gross looking there. Looking for a towel, aren't you?
Yeah, I was looking for my little towel, but you know, because I know Chef Plum always says I'm supposed to only use one hand for the chicken, and I use both, but that's okay. We're not touching anything else, right?
No, I'll touch the rest of it. It's all good. Okay. So as you can see, I want to show this on purpose. You can see those mushrooms are absorbing that olive oil.
It smells amazing already. So what do we have in here? We got olive oil.
A little shallot. And these mushrooms, right? So I added some more olive oil in there so you can see, because I want everyone to see how much those mushrooms will absorb that olive oil.
Okay, there's no garlic in there right now.
Nope, no garlic. And I want those little brown bits to happen on those shallots, right? Okay. I love that. So now we'll take our tongs.
Okay.
Just lay it in here.
And the reason why you're going to dredge the chicken a little bit is because it's going to make it crispy and brown, and if not, it doesn't look the same, and it doesn't have the same texture.
It helps it to brown up nicely, which is what we want here. We want to brown up nicely and look beautiful.
What if you're gluten-free? Are you allowed to use gluten-free
Yes, they have so many of those, like, you know, 1-to-1 gluten flour measurements.
Right?
Absolutely.
Still do the same thing.
Yeah, you just want it to kind of crisp up.
Or like cornmeal or...
That's it. Cornmeal can work too. It gets nice and crispy on the outside.
Okay.
I highly recommend when you do this, buy those thin chicken cutlets they have at the grocery store. You'll see in the chicken section, they have the chicken breast, the chicken leg, chicken thighs.
Get the chicken cutlets,
They have the thin chicken cutlets that already cut for you.
And you don't have to pound them again, just put them in. Okay.
They're nice and thin and beautiful already.
Okay.
So as you can see, this is kind of working nicely in here. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it. Okay. Like this. And then I'll add a pinch of pepper to it. Right in there. And we're going to just brown those chickens up on both sides. Let's see what kind of color we got already here. Okay. We're getting close there. And I like those shallots, like I said, to get that nice and brownness on there. I think it kind of makes them crunchy and crispy and adds a different texture to it as you're eating it, which I really,
Is that
really
another
like.
reason why you know we say we have to be careful of burning garlic? Is that why you're not putting that in there, because it would burn?
The garlic would definitely burn. Okay. And you could do thin slivers of garlic to finish it off. Like, again, this is food. There's no right or wrong. You want to put garlic in it, but do it at the end. Okay. You know, like right before you pull it out. Okay. So we'll flip this over. You see how it's getting that nice color on there, which is what we want. Yeah. On both sides. There we go. Those mushrooms are taking that on now. We've got the chicken in here. We've got our shallots in there. We've got our mushrooms in there. This is a little Marsala wine. Okay. I'm going to add...
This is what makes a chicken Marsala.
That's it.
This is the key.
That's it. I'm going to pull this back a little bit and put some of this in here. There we go. I'm going to let that reduce down.
So it's a decent amount of wine. It's going to be the base for the sauce, I guess?
Yeah, probably about a half a cup or so. You can see those bubbles happening. So what happens is, you hear the chefs always say the word reduce, Kara. Yeah. What that means is you're bringing that liquid to 212 degrees. Can I be sciencey for a moment? Okay. 212 degrees. At 212 degrees, that's when water changes to a gas, right? That's where you see the steam coming off. It leaves back all those delicious solid bits behind, which is what you want, the flavors. Okay. So we're taking the water out of this, ideally, is what we're doing. So bring that to a boil, and I'm going to reduce this by half. And it'll happen quick, friends. It'll happen quick. And you see those mushrooms are starting to absorb that a little bit. Yeah. Look at this, beautiful. They're turning nice and brown. They were all white before. Awesome. So now I'm gonna grab a little parsley while I'm letting this finish up. I'm just gonna rough chop that.
Now I see butter over there. Are we using butter?
We are gonna use some butter. Okay. We are gonna use some butter.
Just checking.
A little rough chop on some parsley. We're gonna do a French technique for an Italian dish, right? Okay. In the French, they call it monter au beurre. You know what that means?
Burn? I don't know.
Burr is butter, and monte means to mount. So we're going to mount it with butter. We're going to finish it with butter.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's how you get that beautiful silkiness in that sauce that we're looking for here. So we're getting really close here. You can see how it's starting to reduce down a little bit, which is exactly what we want.
We got our final minute. Okay.
Yep, here we go. So now I'm going to grab our plate.
Yep.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take some butter out just like this. I put, I don't know, about that much, which is probably a teaspoon or so.
Okay.
Everything's a teaspoon.
Everything's a teaspoon.
Whenever I mess with butter, I always say teaspoon.
Okay.
Now, it's about a little pat of butter there. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll take our chicken out like this.
2 healthy pats you used.
That's right. Take our chicken out. We want to make sure it's done properly, of course.
But the thing with the cutlets is we know that they cook pretty quickly.
Very quickly.
You're not worried that much about it not being.
Very, very quickly.
You could use.
There we go.
Now this is all the special sauce. You're just waiting for the butter to melt down.
And it's almost there.
Yeah.
Look at that. So we're just gonna take this now. Here, I'll pour that towards the camera so you guys can see that. That's the beauty part of it, right? Look at this. Right on top, just like that.
Oh, you just do it on a rimmed plate, and that's how you serve it?
That's it.
With the parsley on top, family style. This is that?
Are you kidding me? Look at this. How beautiful, how delicious does that look?
Oh my gosh.
And chicken marsala in no time. Use those thin chicken cutlets. That's the key.
Wow. Okay, there you go. You're going to look as good as Chef Plum and with your home-cooked meal. Thank you so much.
I'm trying.
All right, you can go to WFSB.com, click on Great Day. You can watch these videos there. We always share Recipe of the Week on Instagram and Facebook, and you can follow.
Yeah.
You can follow this there as well.
So. Absolutely.
All right.
Appreciate it.